Yeah, my Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all VBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat it.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. Yeah. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boys for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. ETN. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the counter, ETN. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now this game, the 9th that the Jags have played here in London. You might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the 3rd of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent. The Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season game will be played there. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him in, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Rashawn Gary is a player who's gotten better and better in each of his 3 NFL seasons, and last year, his biggest jump yet with 9.5 sacks and a couple of forced fumbles.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
I think you can fault the decision-making here because your offense and quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Now Gordon on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watch.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Gabriel Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Mayfield. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
That's 3rd down, 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now Etienne to start the drive. Good move, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play would be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. A little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And Davis has it over the middle. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Throw left side here into the hands of Wesco, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8. Mayfield to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. The Jaguars at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jamal Agnew, 70 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, you probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On second down, ETN once more.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
First down, Mayfield.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now a throw here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Mayfield from the gun on third down.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 23. Mayfield. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Straight ahead, ETN.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's out to the flat for Gordon. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead in the locker room. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw, Mayfield. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And again, it's Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Josh Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stepped.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Chad Muma.
20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
On third down, here's Etienne.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football. And that really hurts you as an offense.
On the set.
Now back to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Final minute now in the third quarter. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mayfield on play action. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 15. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. ETN once more. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Give left side here for Nwangu. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 75 yards on the ground now for Gordon. 1st down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Gordon will score. Touchdown, Broncos. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On second down, a run with Etienne. Now the ball comes loose, but it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here we go.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Another toe for Etienne. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a big priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Right.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watching drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On second down, Etienne once more. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle, and he is going to lose yardage here. Getting to the ball that time was Jeremy Chin.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Running out of the gun with Etienne. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Black open. Watch it. 6.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, If they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. Up the middle, Nwangu. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Broncos, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.